there. Mouse. Somehow I started to say, yeah, I bought that, and I traded candles. Oh, they're lighters that are see-through. Oh, I know what those are. I wanted to see if I'm even going to need, oh man, look, I don't even think I need to adjust the pattern to fit chapstick. I think I could just make them and market them for both. This is the thicker chapstick though. What are thread burners? I didn't know there was such a thing as a thread burner. It fits the small tube of chapstick as well. Okay, good to know. I didn't know there was such thing as a thread burner, but that is cool. Alexa, play music by Morgan Wallen. So you sew then more than, I think I forgot what you told me, what crafts you do. Or you do a little bit of everything, don't you? Prince. Paracord, okay. I bought some paracord. My kid used it to make macrame. A beater, okay. Do you work with those big, like, chunky silicone beads at all? Or do you like the more intricate beadwork? Binge, I actually showed Brad some of those. So Brad, otherwise known as WV Beetle in chat, is my fiance, and he's a manager at a vape shop. And I showed him some. I want to. Again, the whole stepping on toes. Would it feel like I was trying to market adult items for kids? Like if I turned the vape holder into an axolotl, am I the person that's making them more attractive to children? However, I want to. And Brad has, where he's a manager at a vape shop, and so he gets free like disposable vapes and stuff so he can try out the flavors, so he's better knowledgeable. So like I have plenty of stuff to like test size out. You work mostly with seed beads? Oh man, that takes some patience. That's awesome. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am a child who enjoys instant gratification. That's why I keep trying the lighter, because I want it to be done. Whiskey. But he could even, like, Brad could even research for me, like, which disposables sell the best. I'm sure he's going to say hide. But, like, in order for me to make them, but I'm just a little sketched out. Because, like you said, on Friday on stream, it feels like they get marketed towards children, and like I can't be yelling and grounding my child for vaping and then making the vape look super kid friendly. But I don't know if that's just me overthinking. Nobody's selling nothing you nothing stronger than. I also found out I only get one table for this event. I think you're overthinking. Possibly. I very well could be. Well, and like up in Morgantown, so I know you guys know nothing about my area, but I'm going to say Morgantown like you know where it's at, and I apologize in advance. But up in Morgantown is a college town, and there are literally vape shops on every corner. So, like, I definitely think I'd be able to sell them. Do as I say, not as I do. She's like, I'm allowed to overthink, but you're overthinking, and that's not allowed. I really like that these also hold the chapstick, and I'm not going to have. There's a little bit, I don't know if you can see, but where I make the bottom oval for the lighter, it's got like a little bit of a pushed out square part, but I don't think it looks bad. I'd say beads, macrame, crochet, paper, and dolls are what you do most. Okay. That is a wide variety. Did I ask you if you stream? I did, and you said you don't. I think. At the end of the day, you're not selling crack. I love you, Binge. Well, maybe I'll message Brad and have him bring me home one of the better seller mods, vapes. Disposable vapes. Because I don't know. I don't know if most people, like mod carriers, would, that have, like, built theirs. I don't know if they would carry them. Amen, Binge. I think it would be cool, and I would buy one. Yeah, like I said, I really am bad about overthinking everything. I don't know why. I just, like, and it's something I really wish I could get out of. Like, I wish I didn't overthink to the point that I do. Honestly, Binge, I don't think I would have enough patience to do something like that large and square. Um, I'm already getting bored with this worsted weight yarn. I'm like, it's 2 hours and all I've made is um, one mini mushroom big and part of an axolotl. No, Prince, this is going to be an axolotl lighter holder, hopefully. I'm making it up as I go, so I don't know that it will work. But we're going to try. Oh, I'm putting this one on the thing. Yeah, so I think what I'm doing is I'm going to use the same exact pattern for the mushroom, because like the head part bulges out. It's holding its shape. I have really tight crochet though, so I don't know if it's a me thing. And then I'm going to add the gills out right here and then put little eyeballs on. I'm only going to make, I think, 3. Just in case they don't sell, unless I post them to my Instagram and people seem to be interested in them. Because I don't want to sit on a bunch of stuff. Thank you. I am writing out patterns, so I'm hoping... Mama Rita said that she would help me, but I'm hoping that we can get something that is enough that people will understand what I did. Because I looked at patterns on Etsy, but I'm on a limited income, and I've never made these before, so I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on patterns and not know if they sell. Like my amigurumi, I can almost always eventually sell. Crocheted keychains, they were really popular for a while. I tried those, they didn't go over well. And upstairs, kitchen, someone in the kitchen. And then another thing I'm going to try, and this is, oh no, I messed that up. Because I was talking. Well, this one's going to be a keychain. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do its head in this color too. Because it'll end like right here. I don't know. We'll try it. I'm going to see how it works. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit worried that it won't be as stiff as my other one. Because the other one the mushrooms, I used Loops and Thread Impeccable, and this is Lion Brand Ice Cream. It is a little bit thinner. Well, hopefully I get to finish it on stream, Prince, and we'll see if it works and if it is actually as cute as I want it to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then what I think I'll do is I'll put this one on a keychain. I'll put my mushroom on a lighter leash. And then I'll see which one, I'll put them on Instagram and see which one the locals prefer. Because, you know, I still haven't set up my Etsy shop. I'm like terrified. Shit, I forgot to Google that. All right, Prince, I'll see you shortly. Get your caffeine. I've got a cup of coffee next to me, too. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way it was our last night. No way it was our last night. So if this yarn doesn't hold its shape, I will go to a stiffer worsted weight yarn. To make the head. What the hell, I wouldn't trade your kind of love for nothing else. Oh baby, last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. Baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way. I don't know why I like this song. When you pack your shit and slam the door right before you live. Can you guys see this overhead screen at all? Like, is it where I'm working with such thin yarn? Do you need me to try to lower it or anything? I guess I should have asked that a while ago. So, an important part if I get this pattern is this. You have to do the chain 2 and create your beginning ring in the second chain so that your hole is big enough for the double chain part to go through. But I can show how I assemble them. You know more, hell no. I just want to sip it till the pain wears off. Pour me another round. Line 'em up and knock 'em down. 2 more, let's go. 'Cause I ain't never like this before. Don't wanna think about her or where I'm without her. Don't wanna hit the karaoke bar, can't sing without her. So make me drink strong, 'cause brother she. So I asked about everyone's weekend. Is anyone doing anything exciting for during the week? I am debating on going to an anti-anxiety group tonight. I am slightly torn though because, like, who speaks first in an anti-anxiety group? Well, it's an anxiety support group. But like, who speaks first? Because I'm gonna not speak first. Hell, you'll be lucky if I show up. I ain't drunk dialing no more at 3 a.m. Mr. Bartender hitting me again. Don't wanna think about her, where I ring without her. Don't wanna hit the karaoke bar, can't sing without her. So make them drink strong, 'cause brother she. And if I'm ever gonna move on, I'm gonna need some whiskey glasses. Other than that, I am going to make a decision on if I'm pulling out of one or both of the brick and mortar shops that I sell out of locally. It's not terrible, but the one I don't make as many sales at, they take a full, like, 30% commission right off of the top. So right off, you know, you're only getting 70% of what your price is. But they also take out the card fees from mine. I think that's it. The newer shop that I got into takes 15% commission plus $30 rent, but the issue I'm having more so is they always want to run sales. Like, I've been in there for 2.5 months and I know of at least 3 weeks that my items have been sold at 15% off. And they message me to ask my permission. However, I feel like an ass if I'm the only artisan saying no. But realistically, I'm not making that much money. Maybe if I bring it in closer. Good morning, Bobby. How are you? I need coffee. I got like a big old bugger today. Like, look at that. Okay. Delicioso. How was your weekend? Bobby? I apologize if my internet is still acting up. I don't know if it's me or if it's Twitch because I noticed a lot of people were very glitchy when I was watching them this morning. Ooh, what were you crocheting? Lovies still? My show was well. I sold out of all of my tiny items except for the axolotls. For some reason, the axolotls didn't do well this one. But I made about $500. My most expensive item that I sold was only $25. So I actually still have both of the rainbow aliens and the extra large dinosaurs. Finally finished that damn duck. Not a lovey, just a jellyfish. Okay. What jellyfish pattern are you using? It is awesome. Like, obviously I do this full time, so I would have liked to have done better. But I also knew going in it was an experimental show, kind of. And it was directly after a very large art walk. And I know if people are like me, they have a budget. Of course, you can share the link. But anyways, so the town that I go to for my shows, Morgantown, they have through April to September, they have a monthly art walk. And this show, so the art walk is from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And my show was from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if the people are anything like me, you go to these shows with a budget, and if you bust your budget out at the art walk, you're not making it down to us. Does that make sense? I gotta put my feet down for a second. Actually, I'm gonna go grab my Tylenol, which I put over here the other day. I don't normally work with worsted weight yarn. But I free-handed a mushroom lighter leash. So I'm pretty excited. I've never free-handed a pattern before, and I know it's just a mushroom. But, like, I think that the cap staying, like, rounded is really nice. So I'm a little biased. And now I'm trying to attempt to turn it into an axolotl. Oh, got an overhead camera now. Jeremy got me all hooked up. Jeremy sounds like Brad. Brad hooked all of this up for me. Like, I can pull this down. But, like, as far as setting everything up, Brad definitely did it all. Yeah, I'm hoping these lighter... Well, and the good thing is the larger Bic. So, okay, these I made them for the larger Bic, but the same pattern actually holds the chapstick, the larger chapstick and the smaller one. So I think I'm just going to sell them as either or. I've got some hooked up and bought everything. That's Brad. Brad bought, well, he got me a microphone for Valentine's Day, and it ended up not working, so then he traded it, and he bought me an expensive microphone for Valentine's Day, and it didn't work, and when we went to go trade it in, These, they're called Kaio Pros. Razer Kaio Pros were on sale. So we got one of those and a new microphone for the price of the first microphone. And he set it all up. I like Jeremy. Jeremy seems like a nice guy. I'm gonna have to go find some yarn. Do you have any cool plans for this week? Up, down. We're just pulling it down here in BFE. Still rolling around. Definitely. Definitely. And you know what? Brad also shows a lot of self-restraint because there are times I'm sure that he would love to beat people. Specifically like my ex-husband. My ex-husband messages me the other day. And he's like, "Are you still wearing those tight pants?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I've been watching you." And I was like, "That's weird. You need to find someone." And he was like, "Stop being an asshole." Who messages that to their ex-wife? Like, literally, go out there in life and find someone. I'm so glad I got away from that bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, way. But so far, Brad has, like, he's put his foot down in some situations. But he knows that because of the kids, you know, I have to be civil. I keep all of this shit for my records in case we ever go back to court or anything. Um, and I won't talk to him on the phone. Like, everything is written communication, and then that way it's provable. Um, but Brad typically is pretty good about not. Yeah. Well, I don't know that it's any, like, I don't know that it would do any good if we ever did go back to court. And honestly, I don't think my ex-husband would ever take me back to court because he doesn't want custody of the kids. I have 100% on everything. He gets 2 weekends a month supervised visits. But I don't think he would take me back because he doesn't pay his child support like he's supposed to. But, like, just in case, I'm gonna have it. I really hope this axolotl's head stays poofed up. Look, I work so slow with worsted weight yarn, guys. Yeah, we have, like, it's this weird cling wrap for our windows. So, our windows, you can't see through them at all. It snowed yesterday. Bench, I would like to know what else they could be marketed as. Please tell me, because I don't know. I think you're leaning towards peen, but I'm not sure. And if you are, I actually plan on doing that. I'm not going to make the balls the same way I did the feet of the axolotls. I think I'm gonna crochet them on and then sew them on. Yeah, it's been 80 all week here, and it's supposed to be back down in the 60s this week. Ooh, binge. That's a good idea. That is a great idea. I actually, that is a good idea. Because one of the other things I have to make, binge, is I have some granny squares that I made forever ago that I'm never going to sew into a blanket. I'm going to turn those into, I'm going to call them period packs. And it's just going to have, I don't know. I don't know what all to include in it. I think maybe like some feminine products, a variety of them that children can use. And I think I'm going to donate those to my kids' school at the beginning of the school year. Um, so that the teacher can hand them out to the girls as needed. I made one for my daughter my oldest daughter, when she was little, and I packed it in her backpack, and I told her, like, what all the things were. Like, in hers, I did liners. I did 2 liners, 2 actual pads, a little canister of body spray in case she was self-conscious. We put a fresh pair of underwear in it, and a Ziploc bag to put the soiled undies in if need be. Of course, my kid still called me and I went and picked her up because she was crying. And we just made a day of it. So I thought it would just be cute if the teachers had access to that and they could be like, here you go. I just don't know what to do about the fresh pair of undies. You think that's a good idea? That, and I thought about making them for the church thing that I'm going to be doing as well. And I'm trying to debate what color I want to do my cat couch in. Because I think I'm going to make that my big project. That I might work on stream like 1 day a week, just work on it. And I can't decide which pattern I want to use and what colors. All right, Binge, thank you for the lurk, and I hope your dinner is delicious. I think we're going to have beef tips and gravy with rice and broccoli tonight. Did you do the one that's technically in the middle? It doesn't have 2 cushions and it's the rectangle? Or did you do the one that has the 2 cushions? Hold on. You did that one without the... Okay. See, I was thinking about the round one, but I have really tight tension, so I'm kind of worried that it's going to come out too small anyways, and I really don't want the circle, because the circle one seems to be the smallest of all the patterns anyways. But the local rescues around me are getting bombarded with kittens, and they are in desperate need of funding. So I've actually been debating on doing that on like the days I'm able to do longer streams. Or I guess I could always do like the first hour of my stream, I work on that. And maybe I won't get as burnt out on it. Same here. What all days do you stream, Bobby? And I think what I'm going to do is make it make the couch itself a neutral color and not make the little granny square-ish pillows for it, but let the winner of the auction or raffle, however I decide to do it, choose the colors of the cushions that they would like. Because I feel like those won't take me as long. Stream Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay. I just want to write it down so maybe after stream you and I can chit chat and figure out what day. Because I originally was thinking about doing mine on Friday and doing fundraising Friday, and it just be for different. I'm gonna do local fundraising, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like this. Okay. Mouse, if and when you have a chance, I was going to show you the jar I decided to go with for my stash jar stuffed animals, and you can tell me if you like the idea or the thought process behind it anyways. So girl, leave your boots by the bed. Yeah, and then the other thing is Fridays I typically can stream sometimes a little bit longer. So like if I do fundraising Friday for my day stream, then I could like restream in the night if people wanted me to. Oh, thank you, Robert, for gifting Binge Bear and Phoenix Fire subs to my channel. That was super sweet of you. I'm like so excited. I actually almost was going to change my follower goal to a sub goal, but I was a little bit torn because I just didn't know if it would, I don't know. I'm weird. But thank you. I appreciate it so much. I can't believe you're still lurking. Robert is so freaking supportive. I'm gonna try something real quick. What could be next month's goal? Subs? Maybe I might, my biggest thing is I never, you're all over the state today? What are you doing all over the state? Anything fun and exciting? I'm gonna try to surface crochet some gills onto this axolotl, so wish me luck. 6 and 7. But thank you again, Robert, for gifting those subs. That was super nice of you. And I am sure that Phoenix would say thank you if she were here. She was not feeling good after her stream and left. And Binge, he's eating. I've never been to Moundsville. 4, 5, 6, and 7. I've never been to Moundsville, but I would like to go. I knew Binge would say thanks if he were here. I was like, but he's eaten. I know. Wasn't that nice? We love Robert. Alright, guys. What do we think about the little gills? I don't know if they're too much. I think I'm just gonna go with it. Gemma has to go potty. Be right back. And those are perfect. Thank you, thank you. Take Gemma potty. And I will be awaiting your return. I forgot what I was talking about before Boo surprised me with the gifted subs. Oh, so nice. I don't know how I'm going to do this part of it either. Okay. This one is going to go here. For anyone watching, I am not following a pattern, and I am attempting to make an axolotl lighter holder. I have a gothic folk art event, not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, the 27th. And so I'm trying to do more like adult themed stuff. I'm going to do some 420 friendly stuff. I'm going to do some monsters though, since they are into folklore a lot. So I'm going to do some Mothman. I'm in West Virginia, which is Mothman territory. So I'll do Mothman, do the Flatwoods Monster. I'm thinking about doing some of the Abominable Snowman thing from the old claymation movies, because I love him. The white one with the blue face. The Abominable Snowman or whatever. He's a Yeti, but that's neither here nor there. And I also think I'm going to do Jersey Devil and Cthulhu. We have a lot of folklore monsters around here. I don't know if Robert knows of any more, but I know of Mothman, Flatwoods Monster, the Grafton Monster, which I don't know a lot of information about the Grafton. I think it's Grafton Monster. There is a cavern in which supposedly Bat Boy came out of. It's called Lost World Caverns. And in the 60s, supposedly a little boy crawled out of these caverns. He had like pale skin from never being in the sunlight, and his teeth had like formed into vampire teeth. I don't know how true it is. If you guys know of any other cool, like, folklore monsters, I would love to know. And then the other thing is, I know I want to make a few mogwai from the Gremlins movie, because, like, he's cute. And I'm going to make some Demogorgons from Stranger Things. Mostly because I already have a pattern and it is, like, super easy to work up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Four, 5, 6, and 7. Alexa, play music by Linkin Park. Oh, snap. Snap, crackle, and pop. Listen, do you guys want to hear something really funny? Apparently, I am always, like, as much as I stress out for shows, I am always ill prepared. And so I left the town in which I live in, which has 2 Starbucks, and I knew I wanted a coffee for my event. So I was like, gonna leave early enough to run to Starbucks. Well, then I chickened out that I wouldn't actually be able to find the place in the town I was going to. So I was like, nah, I'm just going to get there. And of course I get there a half hour before the doors even open and 4 hours before the event starts. So then I sit in a parking garage by myself texting my cousin. And I'm like, I'm in Morgantown. I'm not sure if I'm even at the right place. I can't find a coffee shop. Whatever. I ended up 3 hours later finally ballsing up and asking somebody where the Starbucks was. But I shit you not, at one point in time I messaged my cousin and I was like, there is unfortunately a homeless man sitting in the parking garage. And I was like, I am super tempted. Oh, the Mummies of Philippi. I've heard of them. I've never seen them though, which I live relatively close. Maybe I'll take Lorelai to see that. I was gonna give the homeless man $20 to go to Starbucks for me. I was gonna give him $20 and be like, will you go grab me Starbucks? And then my cousin pointed out that that was not safe. And I was like, you're probably not wrong. Anyways, that was my fun story of my ill preparedness. Okay, I need a set of eyes. I've never seen the Mummies of Philippi. I'm sorry I'm looking like a bum today, but I just wanted to be comfortable. So I'm in my tie-dye sweatsuit thing that is Rugrats. I was obsessed with Rugrats when I was a child. I'm sure it is if it snowed. What in the world? How do I have so many mismatched eyeballs? I don't know, but I do. The doctor used cadavers from the lunatic asylum. That's terrible. I went to the lunatic asylum one time. It was actually like one of Brad and I's first date, and it was hilarious. I can tell you guys if you want to know, but I'm a funny drunk. I don't get drunk very often because my father did have a problem with alcohol, so I've stayed away from it, so I'm a very lightweight. But I even said a little, not prayer when I left, but I was like, please don't be bringing any spirits home with me. I don't need that. I'm burning the little frayed edges just a little bit on these before I glue them on. But so we started dating October the 3rd of 2019, Brad and I did. And at that point in time, my friends had decided we were going to the lunatic asylum and we were going to dress up. So I made myself an Ursula costume, and Brad decided he was going to go as the devil. And he goes and he's getting his face painted. And at the time, I don't realize that the woman doing his face paint is his ex-girlfriend. Oh, shoot. So anyways, his ex-girlfriend is face painting him. And he's like, she was really impressed that you weren't jealous. I was like, well, I didn't know that she was your ex-girlfriend. But anyways, I got drunk at the thing. They started off, before we even walked in, they're like, let's take some Jell-O shots. I was like, all right. And I took a Jell-O shot. And I got about halfway through a Mike's Hard Lemonade. So I took 2 Jell-O shots, and I was about halfway through a Mike's Hard Lemonade. And they tried to cut me off. And I'm like, I came to have a good time. You are not cutting me off yet. And so I drank a little bit more, and then I decided that I probably did need to be cut off because I was already drunk. And they have pictures. So Brad's face was face painted red and black. And mine was just plain. I had a little bit of purple eyeshadow on for Ursula. But, like, all right here is just, like, a muddied mess on me. It was just a muddied mess. So, I was funny. Okay, axolotl. Yeah, and then Brad drove me. We probably got in the vehicle and drove all of 10 feet. Like, we didn't even make it out of the parking lot, and I was getting sick. I was like, goodness gracious. All right, here is, yeah, I'm pretty funny. I don't think I like this, but if you guys tell me it's cute, I'll take your word for it. She said, that is so bloomin' cute. I love your little sayings because I know you try not to cuss. So I love your little bloomin'. That is so bloomin' cute. Oh, shit. I gotta stretch it back out. I weave the ends in at the top for the little strappy bit. I'm trying to get it to where it will look like what I'm going to display it like. But it's trying to turn. It's a little axolotl lighter or keychain holder. I don't think I like it. But I don't know if I'm just being me. You love it? Alright, I'm going to try it in another yarn. You like it as well, Robert? Like I said, I don't want to do too many lighter holders, but I also was going to do chapstick holders, and so I kind of like that they're going to fit both. All right, if you guys like it, I will make one more, see how it turns out. The only problem is I don't know that I want to start with green. Ooh, Robert, you know what you should do? Bradley would not let me. I tried real hard last night. You should foster some kitties. I tried really hard. They're like desperate for fosters for cats right now. And they're specifically looking for homes for four kittens that are between, I think they said like 6 to 8 months old. And I tried real hard. Welcome back, Mama Rita. Thank you, Prince. I like that you like my axolotl. And thank you for lurking and hanging out with me for so long. You've been here basically since I started. Which, what time is it? Oh, it's already 1. Shoot. 4, 5, 6. Okay, let me get this, your landlord is a tool and won't allow pets. You know, unfortunately, like,